What separates the wealthy and highly valuable from everyone else? It's not just luck, timing, or being born into the right family. It's habits, mindsets, and deliberate action. Wealth doesn't happen by accident. It's the natural result of becoming more valuable to the world. While many chase money directly, the truly successful focus first on building their value, and then wealth follows almost inevitably. Think about it. The most respected and wealthy individuals didn't start by asking, "How can I get rich fast?" Instead, they asked, "How can I solve bigger problems, serve more people, and master skills that few others have?" The truth is, wealth is a reflection of the value you consistently create and deliver. In this video, we're going to dive deep into 10 proven ways you can start increasing your value starting today. These aren't gimmicks or shortcuts. They are timeless principles that, when applied, can transform your earning power, your opportunities, and your future. Whether you're starting from scratch or looking to level up, these strategies will help you build the foundation for real, lasting wealth. So if you're ready to stop chasing money and start attracting it by becoming truly valuable, stick around. Because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to becoming someone who doesn't just survive, but thrives in today's world. Let's dive in. Number 1, master a high-income skill. In today's world, one of the fastest ways to become more valuable and wealthy is to master a high-income skill. It's any skill that has the power to generate significant income because it solves important problems or meets urgent needs. High-income skills are highly sought after, difficult to replace, and often directly tied to business success. Some examples include copywriting, the ability to sell products and ideas through words, coding, building technology that powers companies, sales, the art of turning conversations into revenue, and investing, the ability to grow and multiply money strategically. These skills don't just add value to businesses and individuals. They create opportunities for you to write your own ticket in life. Mastering a rare and valuable skill increases your worth instantly because you become harder to replace. In a crowded world, common skills are cheap, but rare skills are priceless. Think about it. If you're one of 1 million people who can do basic data entry, you're easily replaceable. But if you're one of a few thousand who can build a software solution that saves a company millions of dollars, you become indispensable. And companies, clients, and partners will compete for your time and talents. Your skill becomes your leverage. It means you can command higher pay, better opportunities, and more freedom in choosing how and where you work. Let's take a real-world example. Consider the story of Alex Hormozi, a now well-known entrepreneur and author. In his early 20s, Alex wasn't rich, famous, or connected. He started off working a regular job, clocking in and out like millions of others. But he made a crucial decision. Instead of settling, he decided to master the skill of sales. At first, he wasn't good. In fact, he failed a lot. But he studied relentlessly, practiced daily, and sought mentorship from those ahead of him. Over time, he got better, much better. Eventually, Alex became so skilled at selling gym memberships that he not only transformed the businesses he worked for, but realized he could build his own business, helping gyms grow. He later went on to create acquisition.com, generating hundreds of millions of dollars in value. But it all started with one high-income skill, mastering the art of sales. This story isn't unique to Alex. Across every industry, the pattern is the same. The people who become the most valuable aren't the ones who know a little bit about a lot of things. They are the ones who go deep into mastering a skill that solves real problems. Mastery creates momentum, and momentum builds wealth. Now here's the encouraging part. Anyone can do this. You don't have to be born with a special talent. Mastery is about deliberate practice, consistency, and choosing the right skill to focus on. Start by identifying a skill that's in demand, aligns with your interests, and has the potential to scale with experience. Commit to getting 1% better every day. Read books, take courses, seek mentors, and most importantly, practice in the real world. The journey might not be easy at first, but over time, as your competence grows, so will your confidence and your earning potential. Remember, in a marketplace flooded with average performers, excellence stands out. If you want to build true wealth, stop chasing random opportunities and start investing in yourself. Master a high-income skill, and you'll be amazed at how quickly your value and your wealth begins to multiply. Number 2, focus on solving problems, not just doing tasks. One of the biggest shifts you must make if you want to become more valuable and wealthy is moving from an employee mindset to a problem solver mindset. The employee mindset is all about completing assigned tasks. It's about doing exactly what is asked, no more, no less. Employees are often evaluated based on how well they follow instructions, how busy they appear, and how compliant they are within a system someone else created. While there's nothing inherently wrong with this, it places a hard ceiling on growth and income. You're only as valuable as the tasks you are given, and as soon as those tasks become obsolete or automated, your value can drop sharply. On the other hand, an entrepreneur or problem solver sees the world differently. They are not waiting for someone to hand them a checklist. They constantly look for inefficiencies, unmet needs, frustrations, and opportunities. They understand that every problem is a hidden opportunity to add value, and they take ownership of finding and delivering solutions, often before anyone else even notices the need. Some of the wealthiest individuals and most successful companies in history were built not by doing more tasks, but by solving bigger problems. Take Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx, for example. She didn't just create another clothing item, she solved a problem millions of women faced: how to wear white pants or tight dresses without visible panty lines. She saw a need, filled it with a creative solution, and became the world's youngest self-made female billionaire. Another powerful example is Reed Hastings. Instead of accepting the late fees and inconvenience of traditional video rental stores, he envisioned a better solution: streaming movies directly to homes. That one solution didn't just disrupt an industry, it created an entirely new way for the world to consume entertainment. Even someone like Steve Jobs didn't simply focus on building better computers. He asked a deeper question: how can technology be more intuitive, more accessible, and more integrated into daily life? By solving those problems, he and Apple redefined personal technology and built one of the most valuable companies in the world. The truth is, the world will never run out of problems. As technology advances and societies evolve, new challenges constantly arise. This means there is an endless supply of opportunities for those who are willing to look beyond the task list and ask better questions. If you want to separate yourself from the crowd, make it your mission to become obsessed with solutions. Train yourself to walk into any situation and immediately start noticing inefficiencies, frustrations, and unmet needs. Instead of asking, "What do I need to do?" start asking, "What needs to be improved? And what problems can I solve better than anyone else?" Your wealth will grow in direct proportion to the size and importance of the problems you solve. Small problems create small incomes. Big, meaningful problems create fortunes. Every successful entrepreneur, innovator, and leader understands this principle. If you want to become more valuable, stop checking off tasks and start creating solutions. Look around right now. There's a problem waiting for you to solve it. The question is, will you be the one to step up and create the answer? Number 3, build a personal brand. In today's world, building a personal brand is no longer optional if you want to become truly valuable and wealthy. In the past, resumes and degrees were the main ways people showcased their value. But now, a personal brand is the new resume. It's the way the world sees you, trusts you, and decides whether or not to work with you, hire you, or invest in you. Your personal brand is not just your logo or your Instagram profile. It's the consistent story you tell about who you are, what you stand for, and the value you bring to the table. In a noisy, crowded world where attention is currency, those who can clearly and authentically communicate their expertise and values will stand out and win. Starting to build a personal brand doesn't have to be complicated. It begins with showing your work. Share what you are learning, what you are building, and the ideas that drive you. You don't need to be a world-class expert before you can start sharing. Documenting your journey is often even more powerful than pretending you have everything figured out. People connect with authenticity and progress. As you show your work, start sharing your knowledge generously. Teach what you know, even if it feels basic to you. What's obvious to you might be incredibly valuable to someone just starting out. Writing posts, making videos, starting a podcast, or even just consistently commenting thoughtfully on social media can help you build a reputation over time. The secret to a powerful personal brand is consistency. It's not about going viral once or having a perfect aesthetic. It's about showing up day after day, building trust, and staying aligned with your values and message. Every post you make, every piece of content you create, every interaction you have online and offline adds another brick to your brand's foundation. Consistency shows commitment, and in a world where most people quit after a few weeks, simply continuing to show up becomes a superpower. One of the greatest advantages of building a strong personal brand is that it acts like a magnet for opportunity. Instead of chasing jobs, clients, or partnerships, you start attracting them. People want to work with those they know, like, and trust. When they see your work, hear your ideas, and sense your authenticity over time, you become the obvious choice. Your brand creates leverage, opening doors that traditional resumes never could. Whether you are an entrepreneur, a freelancer, an employee, or a creator, investing in your personal brand is one of the smartest things you can do to increase your value and your wealth over the long term. In the end, your personal brand is simply your reputation at scale. It's what people say about you when you're not in the room. It's the trust you build without even being present. And in a digital age where connection, credibility, and visibility drive success, building a personal brand isn't just a good idea, it's essential. Start today by showing your work, sharing what you know, and staying consistent. Over time, you'll become a recognized authority in your space, and the opportunities that follow will be the proof that you made the right move. Number 4, develop financial intelligence. If you want to become truly valuable and wealthy, developing financial intelligence is non-negotiable. Financial intelligence means understanding how money works, not just how to earn it, but how to save it, invest it, and ultimately multiply it. Most people spend their entire lives chasing paychecks, never realizing that making money is only the first step. The real game is in keeping it, growing it, and using it strategically. Without financial intelligence, even a high income can vanish through bad decisions, poor habits, and a lack of understanding. It's not enough to work hard for money. You have to make money work hard for you. This shift in thinking is what separates those who live paycheck to paycheck from those who build lasting wealth. The difference between making money and keeping money is often overlooked, but critically important. Making money is about generating income, whether through a job, a business, or investments. Keeping money, on the other hand, is about managing expenses, making smart choices, avoiding unnecessary debt, and strategically allocating resources to protect and grow your wealth. Many people who earn 6 figures or even more still struggle financially because their spending rises with their income. They focus on lifestyle instead of leverage. Meanwhile, those with strong financial intelligence build safety nets, invest wisely, and create systems that allow their wealth to expand even when they're not actively working. In other words, it's not just about how much you make. It's about how much you keep and how wisely you use what you keep. The good news is that building financial intelligence doesn't require a finance degree or complicated theories. It starts with small, simple actions that anyone can take. One powerful strategy beginners can implement today is the 50-30-20 rule. This basic budgeting method suggests you allocate 50% of your after-tax income to needs like housing and food, 30% to wants like entertainment and hobbies, and 20% to savings and investments. By consistently setting aside at least 20% of your income, you create a foundation for future wealth. You build an emergency fund. You start investing, and you develop the habit of paying yourself first, one of the most important principles in wealth building. Over time, as your income grows, you can increase your savings and investment percentages, accelerating your financial independence. Financial intelligence also means continuously educating yourself. Read books about money, investing, and wealth building. Study the habits of financially successful people. Ask questions. Take courses. Learn how taxes work, how compound interest can grow your wealth, and how different types of assets, like stocks, real estate, and businesses, can generate income. The more you know, the more confident and powerful you become with your financial decisions. Money is a tool, and like any tool, its effectiveness depends on the skill of the person using it. Ultimately, financial intelligence is the silent driver behind true wealth. It's not about luck or high salaries alone. It's about making smart, informed decisions over and over again. If you commit to mastering this area of your life, you'll not only protect the money you earn, you'll multiply it, creating freedom, security, and opportunities that few ever experience. Start simple, stay consistent, and watch how quickly your financial life transforms. Number 5, master communication skills. If you want to become more valuable and wealthy, mastering communication skills is absolutely essential. No matter how talented you are or how much knowledge you have, if you cannot express your ideas clearly, confidently, and persuasively, your potential will always be limited. Communication is the bridge between you and opportunity. It's what connects your value to the people who need it. Speaking, writing, and persuading are not soft skills. They are power skills. Whether you're selling a product, negotiating a raise, pitching an idea, leading a team, or simply building relationships, your ability to communicate will directly impact your success. Every major achievement in life is a result of someone communicating effectively, inspiring, educating, motivating, and influencing others toward action. Communication multiplies every other skill you have. You can be an incredible coder, designer, strategist, or entrepreneur. But if you can't explain what you do, why it matters, and how it solves a problem, you'll stay invisible. On the other hand, even a moderately skilled person who communicates with clarity and confidence can rise faster and go further. It's not about being loud or flashy. It's about being clear, relatable, and compelling. People are naturally drawn to those who can make complex ideas simple, who can listen actively and respond thoughtfully, and who can inspire action through their words. In business and in life, influence is everything, and communication is the foundation of influence. The good news is that anyone can dramatically improve their communication skills with intentional practice. One simple framework you can start using today focuses on 3 pillars: storytelling, active listening, and clarity. First, storytelling. Humans are wired to respond to stories, not just facts. When you communicate through stories, real experiences, vivid examples, emotional journeys, you make your message memorable and relatable. Instead of listing data points, tell a story that paints a picture and creates a connection. Second, active listening. Great communicators are also great listeners. Pay close attention to what others are saying without rushing to respond. Listen not just to their words, but to their emotions, their concerns, and their needs. When people feel truly heard, they trust you more, and trust is the gateway to influence. Third, focus on clarity. Keep your language simple and direct. Avoid jargon, unnecessary complexity, and vague statements. Say exactly what you mean in as few words as possible. In a world overflowing with noise and confusion, clarity is a superpower. Communication skills are like muscles. The more you use them, the stronger they get. Practice speaking up in meetings, writing daily posts, starting conversations with strangers, recording videos, or even joining public speaking groups like Toastmasters. Every time you push yourself to communicate more clearly and confidently, you are investing in your future. Remember, it's not the smartest person who wins, it's the person who can share their knowledge in a way that moves others to action. Master communication, and you unlock opportunities that most people will never even see. Number 6, expand your network strategically. In the journey to becoming more valuable and wealthy, one thing is undeniable: who you know matters almost as much as what you know. It's not just about having the right skills or the right knowledge. It's about building and maintaining relationships with the right people. Opportunities, whether they're business deals, job offers, or collaborations, often come through connections rather than cold calls or unsolicited applications. Your network acts as a multiplier for your potential. The more people you know and the more valuable those connections are, the more opportunities you'll have to grow, learn, and thrive. But building a network isn't just about collecting business cards or following people on social media. It's about creating genuine, mutually beneficial relationships that help both parties grow. The key to networking without feeling fake is to adopt the mindset of giving first. Instead of approaching someone with the sole intent of what you can get from them, focus on how you can help them. This can be as simple as offering your expertise, sharing useful information, introducing them to someone in your network, or simply showing genuine interest in their work. When you offer value first, you position yourself as a resource, not just someone looking to take. People are naturally drawn to those who make them feel seen, heard, and appreciated. This approach removes the transactional nature of networking and replaces it with authenticity. When you give freely, without expecting anything in return, you not only build trust, but you also create a reputation as someone who adds value, which naturally leads to opportunities being extended to you in return. A powerful truth in business and life is that you're often just one or two introductions away from a life-changing opportunity. This is not an exaggeration, it's a reality. The right connection at the right time can open doors that would otherwise remain closed. I'm sure you've heard stories of entrepreneurs or professionals who got their big break because of a chance meeting, a random introduction, or a friend of a friend. These connections can lead to funding, partnerships, mentorship, or simply valuable advice that can shift the course of your career or business. The beauty of networking is that it's not just about having one amazing connection, it's about building a web of relationships where each connection has the potential to lead you to the next opportunity. The best way to start expanding your network is to focus on building real relationships, not just collecting contacts. Attend industry events, engage on social media, and reach out to people whose work you admire. Don't be afraid to make the first move and introduce yourself, but always come from a place of curiosity and value. Ask people about their work, challenges, and goals. The more you genuinely invest in others, the more your network will grow organically, and the more doors will open for you. Remember, your network is your net worth. The right relationships can fast-track your success in ways that skills alone cannot. So start today, give more, build relationships that matter, and watch as your network becomes the key to unlocking your wealth and success. Number 7, learn how to sell yourself and your ideas. When most people think about sales, they picture a person trying to sell a product or service. But the truth is, sales isn't just about products, it's about influence. Every interaction you have, whether in a job interview, a promotion discussion, pitching a business idea, or even in casual conversations, is a form of selling. You're always selling yourself, your ideas, or your value. Whether you're convincing someone to trust you, invest in you, or hire you, the ability to sell effectively is at the core of building wealth and success. Without the ability to influence others, even the best ideas or products can fall flat. In fact, the most successful people in any industry are often not just those with the best product or service, but those who know how to communicate their value in a compelling way. Learning how to sell is one of the most important skills you can develop because it's applicable to nearly every aspect of life. Everyone is selling something. When you're interviewing for a job, you're selling yourself. When you're negotiating a raise, you're selling your worth. When you're growing a business, you're selling your vision and your product. And even in personal relationships, your ability to communicate your ideas, your desires, and your goals is a form of selling. In short, sales is about persuasion, convincing others to see things your way and take action. It's about building trust and making an offer that others believe in. Fortunately, sales is a skill anyone can practice and improve over time. It starts with learning to listen actively. Great salespeople don't just talk. They listen to understand the needs, concerns, and desires of others. This is crucial because it allows you to tailor your message to what the other person truly cares about. Once you understand their perspective, you can then communicate your value in a way that speaks directly to their needs or goals. The best salespeople don't just push their agenda. They connect their offering to the other person's priorities. Another essential sales technique is framing. How you present information can make a huge difference in how it's received. For example, instead of simply stating a product's features, show the benefits in a way that aligns with the person's desires. Help them envision how their life will improve once they take action. One simple technique you can practice daily is the elevator pitch. Whether you're talking about your business, your career, or your personal goals, being able to clearly and concisely describe your value proposition in under a minute is a powerful skill. Practice telling your story, your vision, or your offer in a way that's compelling and succinct. The goal is to hook the listener's interest, so they want to know more. This is especially important when you don't have long to make an impression, such as in interviews or networking events. Ultimately, learning how to sell yourself and your ideas is about creating trust, understanding your audience, and offering solutions. If you can master these skills, you'll unlock opportunities across every area of your life, from personal relationships to career advancement and business growth. Selling is not about pushing something on others. It's about making them see the value of what you bring to the table. The better you get at this, the more valuable you become, and the wealthier you'll get in return. Number 8, become exceptionally reliable. In the pursuit of becoming more valuable and wealthy, there is one trait that can set you apart in a world full of distractions and unmet promises: reliability. Reliability equals trust. Trust equals opportunity, and opportunity equals wealth. When people know they can depend on you to deliver time after time, your value skyrockets. Reliability is a rare commodity in today's fast-paced world, and being the person who always delivers on their promises makes you indispensable. Whether it's in your career, your business, or your personal relationships, reliability is the foundation that others build their trust upon. And the more trust you build, the more opportunities will come your way. People are drawn to those who follow through, who can be counted on to get things done, no matter the circumstances. Being exceptionally reliable is highly valued because it's uncommon. In most industries, you'll find that there's a lot of talk and little follow-through. Deadlines are missed, promises are broken, and commitments are forgotten. But when you become the person who is consistently dependable, you stand out in a way that's difficult to ignore. In fact, those who can deliver reliably often find themselves in high demand, receiving higher pay, greater responsibility, and more opportunities. Companies, clients, and partners pay a premium for reliability because it saves them time, reduces stress, and minimizes risk. The ability to rely on someone is priceless, And that's why exceptionally reliable people are some of the highest paid individuals in any field. Reliability doesn't just make you valuable in a transactional sense. It makes you someone who builds long-term relationships, who can be trusted with critical tasks, and who is sought after by those who understand the value of dependability. Building extreme reliability doesn't happen overnight, but it's rooted in the habits you cultivate every day. Start with consistency. Show up when you say you will, whether it's for a meeting, a deadline, or a personal commitment. The key to building trust is proving that you are dependable. And the best way to do that is to consistently meet expectations. It's not about big dramatic gestures. It's about consistently following through on the small things that others count on. Another daily habit that builds reliability is time management. By prioritizing your tasks, staying organized, and setting realistic deadlines, you ensure that you can deliver on your promises without scrambling or making excuses. When you manage your time effectively, you can make sure that your commitments are met without the need for last-minute stress or panic. Lastly, take ownership of your commitments. If you commit to something, own it fully. Even when obstacles arise, be proactive in finding solutions or communicating honestly about delays. People respect those who take responsibility and are transparent about challenges. Reliability is the cornerstone of trust and the gateway to opportunity. When you become known for always delivering on your promises, you will create a reputation that attracts wealth, connections, and opportunities. It's one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to distinguish yourself from others, and it will take you further than nearly any other skill or trait. Build the habit of reliability and watch how quickly you become someone everyone wants to work with, rely on, and invest in. Number 9, practice relentless self-improvement. In the pursuit of becoming more valuable and wealthy, one of the most powerful mindsets you can adopt is the principle of Kaizen, the idea of continuous incremental improvement. Kaizen, a Japanese term meaning change for better, encourages constant refinement and development, no matter how small the progress may seem. This mindset doesn't just apply to your career or business, it applies to every area of your life. The idea is that success is not about making huge leaps in a short period of time, but rather about consistently improving by a little bit every day. Over time, these small improvements compound, creating extraordinary results. If you focus on getting 1% better every day, imagine where you'll be a year from now. Relentless self-improvement means never settling, always seeking ways to grow, learn, and become a better version of yourself, both personally and professionally. One of the most powerful truths in wealth building is that your income rarely exceeds your level of personal growth. This statement captures the essence of what it takes to achieve lasting success. As you elevate your own skills, mindset, and habits, your capacity to generate wealth and seize opportunities increases. The better you become as a person, in terms of knowledge, emotional intelligence, and ability to solve problems, the more value you bring to the world. Wealth isn't just about strategies or systems. It's about the person you become in the process of pursuing it. If you remain stagnant in your personal growth, you'll find it difficult to create and sustain wealth. But if you commit to lifelong learning and development, you unlock doors that would otherwise remain closed. To practice relentless self-improvement, there are several daily habits that can set you on the right path. First, make reading a daily practice. The most successful people in the world are often voracious readers, constantly feeding their minds with new ideas, perspectives, and knowledge. Whether it's books on business, psychology, personal development, or even fiction that stretches your imagination, reading keeps you sharp and exposes you to concepts that can transform your thinking. Another essential practice is seeking coaching or mentorship. No one reaches their full potential in isolation. Surround yourself with people who can challenge you, guide you, and hold you accountable. A mentor or coach can offer insights that accelerate your growth and help you avoid costly mistakes. Finally, make time for self-reflection. Take time each day to evaluate your progress, understand your weaknesses, and set new goals. Self-reflection allows you to stay aligned with your values, track your development, and adjust your course as needed. Relentless self-improvement isn't just a nice idea. It's a habit that must be cultivated every day. By committing to continuous growth, you will not only increase your personal value, but also create a snowball effect of success. As you grow, so too does your ability to attract wealth, opportunities, and influence. Success is the result of the person you become, and the more you invest in becoming your best self, the more likely it is that wealth will follow. Make improvement a part of your daily life, and watch as your potential becomes limitless. Number 10. Own or create assets, not just trade time. When it comes to building wealth, one of the ultimate hacks is to shift your focus from trading time for money to owning or creating assets that work for you. The traditional employee model is built on the idea of exchanging hours for a paycheck. The more time you work, the more you earn. But this model is limited. There's only so much time in a day, and no matter how hard you work, you'll always face the ceiling of your available hours. In contrast, assets are the key to unlocking long-term wealth because they continue to generate value with minimal input once established. Assets don't require you to be present to earn. They can multiply on their own. This is why successful people focus on acquiring or creating assets, whether they are financial assets like stocks or real estate, intellectual property like books or online courses, or businesses that can run without you. Take real estate as an example. By owning property, you can generate passive income through rent. And as property values appreciate, your wealth grows even without you having to work for it. The same goes for stocks. You invest in companies that pay dividends. And as these companies grow, so does the value of your investment. Even content creation can become an asset if you build a platform such as a blog, YouTube channel, or social media following. Once you put in the work up front to create valuable content, it can continue to earn revenue through ads, sponsorships, or product sales. Businesses themselves can be assets if they are designed to operate independently of you. By building systems and processes that allow the business to run smoothly without constant hands-on involvement, you create an asset that can grow, scale, and generate income on its own. Even intellectual property such as patents, trademarks, or creative works can generate royalties long after the initial work is done. Shifting from employee thinking to asset-building thinking requires a mindset change. As an employee, you're taught to value your time and to maximize your earnings by working harder or getting a higher-paying job. But building wealth as an asset owner means thinking about how you can make your money work for you instead of exchanging it for hours worked. This doesn't mean you need to start with large investments or take huge risks right away. You can begin small by investing in stocks, buying a small rental property, or even creating a digital product that can be sold online. The key is to understand that wealth is built over time through the accumulation of assets. Start by looking at what you can invest in or create that will generate value without requiring your constant attention. The transition from trading time for money to owning assets can be a gradual one, but it's a critical shift in mindset for anyone serious about building lasting wealth. Once you start focusing on acquiring or creating assets, you free yourself from the limitations of your time and unlock the potential for true financial freedom. Whether you start with small steps or dive into larger investments, the goal is the same. Stop trading hours for dollars and instead work to build things that will pay you long after you've moved on to the next project. This shift is the foundation of wealth, and it's one of the most powerful ways to secure your financial future. We've covered 10 powerful ways to increase your value and build wealth. And now it's time to take action. First, we talked about mastering a high-income skill, something rare and valuable that can set you apart in any industry. Next, we discussed the importance of focusing on solving problems rather than just completing tasks, because real wealth comes from creating solutions. Building a personal brand is crucial, as it's no longer just about what you know, but about what others know about you. We also dove into the importance of developing financial intelligence, understanding how to earn, save, invest, and multiply money. Communication was highlighted as a game changer because effective communication can amplify every skill you possess. Expanding your network strategically was another key point, emphasizing that relationships can unlock doors to opportunities. We explored the power of learning how to sell, not just products, but yourself and your ideas. Reliability came next, showing how being dependable can make you irreplaceable and lead to greater wealth. Then we talked about the power of relentless self-improvement, adopting a mindset of continuous growth to increase your personal value. Finally, we wrapped up with the importance of owning and creating assets, rather than just trading your time for money. Each of these steps is a building block for long-term success, and you can start implementing them right away. So now, I want to hear from you. Which one of these strategies are you starting with today? Drop a comment below and let me know what your first step will be in becoming more valuable and wealthier. And if you found these strategies helpful, be sure to subscribe for more in-depth content on how to take your life to the next level. We're all on this journey together, and I'm here to help guide you every step of the way. Remember, your value determines your wealth, and you have the power to build both starting today. Keep pushing forward, keep improving, and always believe that the best is yet to come. Let's make it happen.